Well, in his victory speech, Tinubu extended the olive branch to his closest rivals and thanked supporters of other parties for participation in the nation's democracy.
We have elected a conductor, named President-elect. Let's collaborate to create a symphony that will make the rhythm of music and prosperity and history for our country. We have what it takes. We have what is needed. Knowledge, creativity, demand, determination, we are the same country performing wonders in other countries. We can do it here. I promise I'll work with you to make Nigeria a destination of returning home to contribute to the development.
All right, let's bring in the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Felix Morka. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations will be very much in order.
Thank you very much.
I wonder how that feels, and then again, that specter, where you hear Baba Ahmed actually say that no elections were held because the results were not uploaded to the IREV as promised by INEC.
Look, it's a very humbling moment. We all in the All Progressives Congress are very excited at this outcome. It was a very long and difficult road to get here, from the primaries to now. An election is a contest, like any contest of any kind, boxing, soccer, tennis. People come out of that, victorious, or they come out of that not really hitting the target that they have set. And, it's understandable that people feel disappointed. That's natural. It's actually a moment that people should be afforded the opportunity to actually, vent and feel what they feel. But I think that because this is about our country and about the best interest of this country, our hope is that after all that venting, especially venting properly, venting within the ambits of the law in a way that preserves that which is of utmost importance to all of us, which is the peace of our country. I think that when they do that, and then people decide to exercise their constitutional right to challenge the outcome of the election in court, that is fine. And the courts of this country have demonstrated capacity to undertake judicial review, to scrutinize the conduct, the process, the outcomes of our elections. They've made decisions that, I think have showed courage. So I think we should remain faithful that our courts are able to review the outcome of this election, assuming that those who allege are able to prove that, there's been some substantial breaches of either the Constitution or the Electoral Act, or, for that matter, other relevant provisions of law.
Well, so far, the opposition is yet to send a congratulatory message to the president-elect, that's Bola Tinubu. But you're also a lawyer. Have you been able to look at some of the key concerns raised, especially the legal angle that has to do with the Electoral Act?
Yes. Look, I think, from my understanding, the key argument that is being advanced or canvassed by the opposition is that INEC failed to, simultaneously, at the time or shortly after collation, upload, these results from our units around the country onto, the portal, the IREV portal, for people to view. But I think that's actually a distortion of what the Electoral Act says. Under the Electoral Act, the basis on which INEC is authorized to collate, compute, and determine the outcome of election is based on those forms, the result sheets, not based on what is on IREV. You see, INEC decided to do, more than the call of duty. They decided to do more than they had the obligation to do, the statutory duty to do. The statutory obligation actually to conduct an election, record the outcomes, the results, on discourse of the vote, all of the other, relevant information about, the accredited voters and all of that, which, Beavers was meant to do. And then determine the winners of that election based on the result sheets, not based on IREV. Look.
Yes, but INEC chairman promised in November of 2022 that these results were going to be uploaded.
The good intention of IREV,
yes,
of the chairman of INEC, does not supersede the provisions of law. INEC chairman may have said things, and by the way, I am a big fan of the entire radical transformation of our electoral system, including introduction of the electronic upload systems. I support that wholeheartedly. My party supports that. But you know what? Over the last couple of months, I can't take my phone and access my bank account easily. I am not able to. I cannot get on my app, my banking app, and actually transfer money. Sometimes to make a transfer, I have to try repeatedly, sometimes up to 10 times or more, to make one single transfer of my own money that I deposited with a bank in the private sector that has incredible resources and opportunities to undertake reform. So my point is that whatever is going on with INEC, that is for INEC to speak. I don't speak for INEC, but all I'm saying, we too are concerned. We're not excited.
Let me jump on your concern, which is also some of the key concerns Nigerians share at this point in time, and they talk about the healing and the bringing together a fractured nation. We've heard the president-elect speak. Tell us more on how your party and the president-elect hope to bring Nigerians together.
I think that every word that's been uttered or said by the president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been very thoughtful and spoken with a clear understanding of the fragility of the moment. He's fully aware of that, and we are all aware of that. I'm sure you're not saying any, quite frankly, maybe I'm missing it, but we're not going around like doing hey, we won. Because it's not about winning. It's about our country. It's about the people of this country. It is for them that we have this elaborate system of electoral choice. Choice is what makes a democracy.
Right.
And people have gone out there and they voted, and the umpire has counted and has declared a winner. Now, just like Baba Dati said, Ahmed, they say they want to exercise their constitutional right to go to court. That is, absolutely welcome. Whereas in court, everyone gets an opportunity to be heard.
Absolutely. Well, the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, senior advocate of Nigeria, told Arise News exclusively today that Tinubu is, forming this committee to reach out to those who contested with him. How soon do we begin to see that reconciliatory move take place? And then again, I would like also for you to answer this because we're almost rounding up. How soon will a cabinet be put in place once he's sworn in on May 29?
Expeditiously.
How expeditiously? And what's that cabinet going to look like?
I can't sit here to second guess the president-elect. That's his prerogative. But I do know that he is burning with that and thirsty to hit the ground running. And I know he's going to do that because he's experienced, he understands the mood of the country, he understands the urgency of now. And I believe that he's going to do everything that's within his means to get the cabinet in place and to begin the business of governing. But about
the first point,
the outreach,
yes, reaching out to those who contested.
Those who contested,
right?
That's an imperative. That's something that it's not just the president-elect. As a party, we are well aware of that. But today, this afternoon, all of our conversations, at the NWC informally, I mean, we just just sitting down thinking and talking, was all about that. Saying, look, who is able to reach who? We need to go out there and really get people to understand that this is about us. It's about our country. It's not about winning. Yes, it's good that Siwaju, our candidate, former candidate, is the president-elect. We're happy about that. But it's beyond that. We know that, that by itself is not going to get us where we need to be. And we all need to be humble, take a deep breath, and reach out as much as possible.
Felix Morka, many thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you so much.